when I kind of just rewired my brain to think in terms of probability, that's when shit just started clicking and I was getting payouts left and right.
Wow.
I talked to my contacts in finance, they're like, don't get into this. But then I really time behind it and I got obsessed. If I stick to a structured plan, structured strategy, and I learn how to beat myself and go in every day with the challenge to be the best version of myself, I can actually make money just sitting on my couch.
Even though you've got this potential sort of career path, when you see what's possible with trading, why would you do anything else?
When I started calculating the risk to reward on buying a funded account, it was like, hold on, $100. And then if I get a payout, I'm getting like a 2 to 3K payout. That's 30X.
I think it is the best wealth building opportunity of our generation.
This is not technicals game. This isn't who reads the chart better. It's who can control themselves the best. That was the point where I learned that the technicals don't mean anything unless you learn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Alpha Podcast channel. We've got another amazing podcast here today with Eduardo, aka Spaghetti Trades.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to take us through his journey. So, Edo, thank you so much for coming to the podcast.
Thank you
Amazing
for
to have
having
you. And
me,
thank you for flying
great.
all the way to the UK for this
All
as
the
well.
way to the British country land.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, I love it here.
That's it. So first things first, for the people watching, spaghetti, where did that come from, the name?
Well, spaghetti, I actually grew up in Italy, in Firenze. So my teammate, Pipe, who's the other side of spaghetti, he thought it would be funny if we called it spaghetti trading.
Okay,
so that no one would forget it, you know?
Yeah, it's very memorable. I was
It
thinking,
is,
when
it
I
is,
saw your page and I saw spaghetti there, I was like, I wonder where that came from. But it makes sense. You're Italian. That's brilliant. Going for your heritage.
Yep.
And then at that age, you moved to the States? Or?
Yeah, so I would go back and forth between Miami and Italy until, I don't know, like middle school. And then from middle school on, I had to stay in Miami full time for school. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what motivated the move?
My parents moved to Miami like 30 years ago to start a marble business. They sell marble from Carrara in Miami.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they still
It's
do
cool.
that now, yeah?
Yeah, my dad still does that with ceramics, tiles, all that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So how do they get the marble out there? Before we start talking trading, I was interested in this. So is it
I love that.
because it's heavy, right?
Okay, yeah. So it's like it comes in huge containers, like those big cargo ships you see. Yeah, it comes in those. But the actual extraction of the marble from the mountain, I think, is one of the coolest things. Like I used to work with my dad in that, and it's outstanding. You see these 3,000 pound, more like 30,000 pound blocks of a mountain just be carved out. And then they put it on a truck that goes on this thin little roundabout to get down the mountain. Those videos where you see the tire of the truck almost off the mountain? That's what they do. It's crazy shit.
That's insane. And how do you, I sort of understand if you were trying to bore marble out of a mountain, I understand how you do these bits, but not the back. Like how does the back?
Dynamite.
They blast it from behind. Yeah. That's got to be good fun.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
That's sort of the family business. Is that kind of what you thought you'd be doing when you were growing up? That you just take into that family business?
Yeah, honestly. Growing up in Miami, I built a lot of good connections throughout just living there, going to school. And when I started working with my dad, we were actually doing really good off of my connections. And I thought that was going to be my way of getting into the business world, and then found out about trading.
Wow.
Completely changed everything.
Yeah, it's so funny. Very often we can kind of have this idea of a plan, and we're like, this is our plan. But you get to a stage and these things sort of take you on this direction, this other direction. I think, a lot of successful people, it just comes down to how well do you take those opportunities, or do you adapt to these changes? Because very often, you sort of end up on a completely different path than you would have originally thought, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I could have never guessed that this was going to be my journey, but
yeah,
I've always been open to new things, and I can do both. I can do everything. I don't put limits on myself. If I could trade and then go help out my dad or go do some real estate, I'll do everything. Fuck it.
Yeah, completely. Well, I think if you can succeed in trading, you can succeed in almost anything, right? Because it's essentially the ability to take hits and get back up, the ability to manage risk, and the ability to solve problems. And I think if you can do that, you can succeed in almost any business, right? So it sets you up 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Trading is the hardest job on the planet.
Yeah.
There's obviously more important jobs out there. your brain surgeon,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But I've heard someone say about this that trading is the only job in the world where if you have a bad day, not only are you getting punished for it, but you lose money. You get money taken away from. There's no other job in the world where, okay, you go for a month, but you have one bad day. Oh, your boss is going to be like, oh, maybe take some time off or get mad at you, but they're not going to take money away from you, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
And in trading, it's like you have one bad day. That's going to decide whether you bring money home to feed your family or not.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I always say like you're playing the hardest game in the world for the highest stakes, right? So it's definitely builds character, let's put it that way.
For sure.
Yeah. So you were in Italy and then you were in Miami for schooling and stuff. Like, what did you originally think you were going to be doing? Like, what did you study or specialize in? Or
So I actually went to university for architectural engineering.
Okay.
To just be in real estate development. Help out my dad.
Makes sense. Yeah, you got hookups in the marble industry and all these other connections. So yeah, real estate makes sense.
That was the main thought process was, okay, get into real estate development, be friends with all of the contractors, architects, all this, and then sell marble to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah, that's smart. So what was it about trading that kind of took you off of that plan? Like, how did you know that, okay, this is what I want to start doing? Like, how did that happen?
I think it's like, I literally picked it up. I picked up trading and I couldn't put it down. I had my friends who now are very, very successful. Their names PB Trading, Patrick and Blake.
Okay.
Grew up going to parties with them. Like we were in the same friend group. Great guys. And when they showed me this, I tried it out. I was like, this seems a little sketchy. I don't know. I talked to my contacts in finance. They're like, don't get into this. But then I really, really put time behind it and I got obsessed. I was like, dude, this is real. Like if I stick to a structured plan, structured strategy, and I learn how to beat myself and go in every day with the challenge to be the best version of myself, I can actually make money just sitting on my couch.
Yeah, completely.
Crazy.
I know. I always liken it to that kind of like taking the red pill in the Matrix. Like once you kind of see it, you can't really unsee it, right? I think the same thing. I saw a trader who's actually like my mentor now. Is like he's just the GOAT anyway. Just take this trade at one point. We were chatting. We were in like a Discord and we were in like the voice chat, and he just sort of said, he was sort of explaining sort of trading to me. I didn't really know what I was doing, but he just said like, look, could you not just hit sell now and just sort of cover this candle? And I was like, no, I don't think so. He's like, look, just put it on as like a paper trade on the template. And I came back the next day and this thing had done like 20R. And I was like, I just messaged him. I was like, I can't unsee that now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now I know that's possible. How can I ever do anything else? So I was just hooked. I was like, well, that's it. Like I'm either going to die or succeed at this, right? So
yeah.
it is this crazy thing. Like once you sort of see what's possible, but it's true, like you say as well. Like when you first start out, it's nice if your introduction can be you already know people that are doing it successfully.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes if people don't have that introduction, they see it from the outside. It looks very one kind of high barrier to entry, like intimidating, right? These crazy charts, and two, maybe a bit like sort of scammy. I don't know. Like you've all got this thing of looking into it, thinking, oh, what if it's just a scam, or what if these people are just like just disingenuous?
Yeah.
So I think starting off by saying, okay, I knew these two guys trading and they're friends of mine, that already puts you in a really good position, right, to kind of get off on the right foot.
Oh, for sure. I mean, literally would flip the phone around and show me their trades and how much they were making. You can't hide from that.
Yeah.
Like I think the word gambling in the trading space gets thrown around too easily.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, it's gambling this, it's not actually real, blah, blah, blah. It's like there are people that only from trading, like put selling courses, everything, all that aside, from trading, making higher wages than doctors on a monthly basis.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just crazy. So when you literally see that firsthand and not from someone that you meet out on the street, like I saw it from someone who was a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
Right? Someone that I would consider, I'd call up, let's go play tennis, let's go skateboard. You know what I mean? Like this is someone I was around very frequently. And just to see that is crazy. That just gave me all of the proof I needed to go head in, lock in on this and nothing else.
Yeah, completely. Also, tennis and skateboarding, we're going to get along just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, completely. Yeah, so as far as like your initial introduction to trading, were your friends the ones that sort of showed you the strategy that you're currently using? Like, are you still trading that particular way, or did they just kind of give you like places to go and look or research, or like how did it go from seeing their success to being like, okay, I'm going to start doing this?
So they, at the time, already were running a Discord. And they put me onto all the videos to watch, like ICT. They're like, all right, watch this, this, and that. And then once you've understood all of that, come in and watch me live trade.
Oh, nice.
For free. Put like literally Patrick, I mean, I tell him to this day, like, I owe everything to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't say that lightly. But he was like, come watch me trade live and just pay attention. And that was the point where I learned that the technicals don't mean anything unless you learn patience, discipline, and risk management, right? And I would watch them trade and I would see these setups present themselves and them not take it. And I was so confused. I was like, yo, I just watched this video. It said if this happens, you got to enter your trade. And then it would happen on the charts, but they wouldn't enter. And then the trade wouldn't play out. Or even if it did, it would play out and they'd be like, okay, nice. Next time I know that I can take that trade comfortably. And that was where everything changed for me. I was like, this is not a technicals game. This isn't who reads the charts better. It's who can control themselves the best. Who has the patience to wait for the best setup of the day. Not every setup, but the best, the very, very best. And that is what I thank Patrick and Blake the most for giving me, the patience. And then their strategy, like I kind of mixed it up, worked it in with what I like. And now I trade like from their foundation, a little different, a little higher RR, but same thing.
Yeah. It's funny, actually. I've met very few successful traders who just completely carbon copied someone else's strategy. Like everyone says, yeah, it's mostly that, but I've tweaked a bit of this, I've done a bit of this. And I think a lot of that just comes from experience as well, right? Like if you have experience from using that strategy for a long time and you think, well, what if I try this, what I do that, or, journaling, backtesting, all this stuff, you kind of refine things yourself, right? And I think that is part of being successful. I think a lot of the times when people start trading, they think, okay, if I just get this course and I do this exact strategy exactly like someone tells me, then that's the key to success. But that is, in a way, it's almost like, it's not quite like having a signal service, but it's almost an extended version of that, right? It's like, okay, these people are going to tell me exactly what to do and I need to think about it. Whereas training's not like that, right? You can learn a strategy, but also you need to use your own abilities, right? Your own skill, your own reasoning, your own ability to, make decisions.
Yeah. Conviction is everything.
Yeah.
Confidence, conviction. You don't learn that by copying someone. You can't. You know? Like I could watch Messi play soccer all day and try to copy it. It's never going to flow the same way. We're not the same player. We're not the same person. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're the one that's clicking the button.
Yeah.
You're clicking execution, buy or sell, and that's it.
Yeah. And like you say, with what's at stake when you press buy or press sell, unless you actually have conviction in yourself, your own abilities, and that it's actually going to work out, you're not going to do it, right?
No chance.
Yeah.
I have like a joke in my Discord. We do our live calls. It's like, before I enter a trade, I touch my nuts and I'm like, oh, is there something there? Do I get that tingly feeling? like if I don't get the tingly feeling in my balls that this is like the best trade of the day, that this is the one.
Yeah.
That if I don't take this, I'm gonna be mad at myself. That's the right trade to take.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, even for people that might trade intraday and take several positions, I think it's such a good exercise to just say, for the next week, 2 weeks, I'm only going to trade one trade a day. Yeah. And I can only take one. So you better make sure it's the best one, right? Exactly. And I think that is the thing. The markets, the candles move up and down all day, right? There's opportunity all the time.
There's always opportunity.
So sometimes you can, always want to be involved in every move, but you really only need to catch the good one, right? So, exactly. Yeah. So what assets do you trade?
I trade NASDAQ and S&P. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And is that what you started on?
No, so I started on Forex.
Interesting.
Started on Forex, but I I don't think I did have some profitable months, but it was never like a full profitable year just because I think Forex is too much. I think there's too much to look at for me, right? I think I know people that are very successful in Forex, but for me, it was like I would jump from GBP to USD to JPY, and I would check like 4 charts at a time. I would miss entries on one, be late on the entry for the other. It was like too much going on.
Yeah.
So NQ and ES for me is like a game changer. You know, you have 2 correlated assets. They move similarly. All you have to do is watch them 2. I don't even put them on different screens. I have one big screen and I have split screen of both. So I always I look at both of them and that's it. I don't have to mess around with anything else. So
amazing.
That really worked out for me.
And you sort of decide in that moment which one's setting up better, or because some people will say they watch both but they only trade one. But you'll trade both, but just depends on the day and what setup's happening better. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's days. I think the people that only trade NQ or only trade ES are really missing out, because there's days where one is delivering better than the other, and it's very clear. Like they're whatever your draw on liquidity is, set like 2 or 3 draws on liquidity. See which one gets hit first, right? If ES is ripping up and clearly more bullish, and I have a bullish daily bias, why would I take the slower one over ES, right? And same thing. I'd prefer NQ usually. Like NQ is my main. But whenever ES is delivering better or faster, then I'll switch over.
Yeah, perfect. So how long do you think it took you to kind of, I say for it to click, because I always think it's less like a light switch you turn on, more like a dimmer switch, right? It kind of like you gradually sort of, but at what point did you get to that stage where you were like, okay, this is really sort of starting to get somewhere, right? Because at first, you sort of start trading and it's like super difficult, intimidating, and you're not really sure what's going on and you're finding your feet. What did that process look like for you, the kind of the learning process?
I think when I got over accepting losses and walking away, that was the biggest thing for me, bro. Like over trading. So what I actually did to get over this was, at one point I was like, okay, taking every setup, it's clearly not working. Let me limit myself on a 5-day week, Monday to Friday, only take 3 trades.
Wow. So that's even more than I said. Yeah.
Whether it's break even or take profit or stop loss, you can only take 3 trades. And then I started noticing that the more patient I was, the better setup and better entries I would get. Because like sometimes you see a move happen so fast, you can't get in on it. And then you like start playing games with yourself, like, fuck, I should have got in. Like maybe I could still get in.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Because then you see it play out, maybe it doesn't play out, and you realize risk to reward is everything. Risk management is everything. If you don't get your perfect entry and you enter even 3 ticks too late, you are messing with the overall win rate, with the overall risk to reward strategy, and it's a statistics game. That's when it started clicking to me, when I realized it's a statistics game. It's a probability game.
Yeah.
Like you only want to trade the markets and be in and out of the markets when the trades are going to be the highest probability win rate. And when I kind of just rewired my brain to think in terms of probability, that's when shit just started clicking and I was getting payouts left and right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
what about you though? I want to know a little bit about your trading like journey, and what do you trade right now?
Oh man, that's one for a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, my podcast will be I'll be sitting on that side of the table one day.
Okay,
but
I'll watch it.
Yeah. But I trade Euro USD, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only
that one.
Only, yeah. And just the guy who took me under his wing, best again. He's the GOAT. He's my friend and mentor, my friend-tor, if you will. And he's traded you, and I was like, okay, fine, let's just do that. And he's crushing it, yeah. So, I don't know, you've just got things. You've got quite an interesting life story. That's the thing, right? Because a lot of times people come on here and it's sort of like, okay, talk about trading and stuff. Yeah. But I think your actual kind of like you potentially had your life already set. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
it's so easy when you've got a plan that's not just a plan that's kind of like a wishy-washy thing. It's like almost kind of quite set. Like, okay, I could just do this and this and this. It's so easy to just fall into that, right?
Yeah.
So to actually step outside that and think, I'm going to do something completely different than what I thought I was going to. I think the good thing with trading is that it sets you up for that anyway. Like if you still wanted to start a real estate business, you can do that, right?
For sure.
So that's a good thing to say. So as far as your trading goes, how much time do you spend throughout the week or throughout the day actually trading versus, I don't know, analysis, all this stuff? Like what does a day look like for you?
Well, I live in Miami, so days are pretty chaotic with my friend group. But
yeah,
I mean, dude, wake up. I think the less time you spend in the markets, the better.
Okay.
For me. But I wake up around 8:30, chill, breakfast, hop on the charts at 9.
Yeah.
And then by 9:20, I have my daily buy set. I don't want to wake up earlier. I don't want to get on the charts earlier because I'm not interested in anything that's lower probability. I think pre-market in the US especially is lower probability. I think anything past 11 a.m. is lower probability.
Yeah.
So
you want to hit right in that kill zone.
And I don't want to see anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I start seeing setups in pre-market, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to take this, I take that. And then by the time the highest probability, 9:30 to 11 comes around, maybe I'm already at my daily loss limit.
Yeah.
Right? So I've stopped doing that. I wake up only for market open. 9:20, I have my daily buy set. Start the live stream with the Discord. 9:30, we're live. We're on. We're locked in. And I usually take 1 or 2 trades. Maybe it's either no trade or like 1 or 2 trades. And then at 11, dead stop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And how long have you actually been trading for? How many years?
I'd say full-time 3 years.
Okay. And what was your introduction to kind of, did you start with like personal capital or prop firms or?
Yeah, prop firms the whole way, yeah. Just paper trading, learned it, and then prop firms usually. I still haven't opened up a live account.
Well,
I don't really need one right now.
No, this is the thing, right?
I can risk so much more than I would on prop firm accounts than I would on live account.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. That's the thing. It's just the leverage. I think you're probably like me. That when you first heard about prop firms, you were just like, "What? Like how?
Yeah.
What, they'll give me like $100,000, $150,000 worth of capital to trade? Like that's crazy."
Crazy.
Yeah.
Usually you have to work for a hedge fund and like 9 to 5 and clock in and clock out and then give them a percentage of your winnings.
Yeah.
To have an account like that. So
Yeah. But I think, when you said you've got friends that sort of showed you trading, even though you've got this potential sort of career path, when you see what's possible with trading, why would you do anything else, right?
it's crazy.
Yeah. And they say, especially like prop trading, yeah. Like this is, it's a one-way ticket to the moon. If you can do it right, man, if you put in the work and you do it right, it's just, I think it is the best wealth building opportunity of our generation, hands down.
100%.
Like, where else can you get that kind of like return on investment, right? That you can get like $150 on an account and get 150,000.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
It's crazy. And then when I started calculating the risk to reward on buying a funded account, it was like, hold on, $100. And then if I get a payout, I'm getting like a 2 to 3K payout. That's 30x. Like, you know what I mean? Hedge funds are pulling in 70%. Like a great hedge fund is pulling in 70% returns on their investors' investments.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting 30x? Like,
yeah,
fuck it. Why would I ever open up a live account?
100%.
Like,
yeah, completely different ball game.
Yeah.
That's it. So what's your experience been like with Alpha Futures then?
I've never seen anything like it. I'm like hands down, still to this day, I was even talking to Alex about it. And I told him, like, thank you for trying to change the game. Like, not even trying, you are changing the game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say names of other prop firms, but me and Pipe, we partnered up with a couple different prop firms that wanted to do affiliate that we reached out to because we're like, we like your accounts, all this. Dude, not even a phone call. Like, not even a phone call.
Yeah.
No support staff. No one reaching out to give us incentives on, okay, yo, let's push this. We're doing this discount. If you push this, if you post these videos, we'll give you a prize. We'll up your percentage or we'll give you a bonus, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's just that one-on-one contact that makes it everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's funny. It's good to see, like, it'd be interesting for people to hear that side of things, right? Because they're used to hearing about, what's someone's prop firm experience been like as a trader. But for you to say it like as an affiliate, people should know that, like, you know, we are the best to work for, honestly. It's like...
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you don't know this, but if you were to ask my Discord, I have like 100 people watching me every morning.
Yeah.
We're very close to all of our students. The number one thing they know about me and Pipa is that we are real people, not motivated by money.
Yeah.
I am not, in no circumstance, from once I became profitable in trading, I'm no longer motivated by money. I am motivated by pushing the best possible experience for people. Before I go an affiliate, like with Alpha Futures.
Yeah.
Even though you guys reached out to me, I didn't say yes right away. I bought an Alpha Futures account, I got a payout, and I messaged the support staff, requested my payout, got it right away. The rules seemed really nice. And then I was like, okay.
Yeah, now I'll vouch for it.
Now I'll vouch for it. Now I'll put my name behind it. I'm not going to go like, you tell me I'll pay you to push my account. I'm not going to do that shit. Right?
Well, a lot of people don't realize, man, there are people who... This is a tough thing with trading, is that something like nursing, for example, you know, generally speaking, someone who wants to get into being a nurse isn't doing it for the money, right? Because they tend to work really hard hours, not a lot of pay. So the only reason they're doing it probably is to help people, which is great. Now, in trading, there are people that do want to help people, but the thing is, the reason why a lot of people get into trading is for money, right? Because that's why we trade, right? We trade to make money. And it can lead to a point where some people get into the prop firm space or the trading space or whatever you want to call it, and their aim is just to make money, and they think, well, the easiest way to do that is just to, rather than trading, is just to like sell a course or fake signals or get as many affiliates as I can for all sorts of stupid stuff and run like MLM schemes, and like there's a bunch of shady stuff people can do, right? And that's what makes the space quite tough. So there are people that will just promote anything. Like someone goes into their inbox and they're just like, hey, you know, if you promote this or that, we'll pay you. People do it, man. Like, and it's not just in the prop firm space or the trading space, like all through social media, man. You'll see like influencers that will just like, I think back a few years ago, there's like lots of like detox teas that people were drinking that like making everyone sick. But like everyone was plugging them, bro, because they were like just saying, we'll pay you $100,000 to, you know, plug this product. People just do it, right? So it's good to hear that you're someone who actually is willing to like test something before you do that.
100%. Yeah. And the team, like I test the team. Like I fake an issue with my account to see how fast am I getting my... I swear to God, like I literally...
that's amazing. Having a secret shopper, bro. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Fuck. Guys, you're getting put onto game right here. I literally fake issues with my account to see, not like fuck with the account at all. I just say, hey, I had a problem with this, even though I didn't have a problem, to see how fast am I getting a response.
Yeah.
How honest are these people with the response that I'm getting?
Yeah.
Right? And that was a big thing for me. Alpha responded right away. I got like 3 phone calls from like very heartwarming people, Billy and Xander, telling me, yo, listen, we have this opportunity. We would like for you to push it this way, that way. But we want you to be creative with it. We want you to take hands-on and lead the rocket ship, and you're the pilot. You do what you want to do. We're going to back you. We're going to incentivize you to do more. So it's like, it's a win-win.
Oh, 100%. Honestly. Yeah. And I know that Alpha put a lot of work into having a good support staff. That's the thing. Like, I know the Discord is like lots of mods, lots of people on support. And I think that's one of the things that people generally say about Alpha is just the actual support and the network and the community and stuff around it is like second to none. Whereas
and the CEO.
Yes.
Today's my first time meeting Alex.
Yeah, Alex is an absolute legend, man. Such a good guy.
How do you not want to partner with that guy? He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, completely.
Literally.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I started trading with Alpha a few years back, and I actually went to an Alpha event that they had in London, and that's when I met when I met Alex and Drew and George, like the guys that run the company, and I was just like, these are just such good guys, man. Yeah. Just such good guys, and that's kind of what like really sort of cemented that I kind of wanted to work with these guys, right? Because they're legit and they know what they're doing as well. That's the other thing is like, it got to a stage a few years ago, especially in like the CFD space, where, you know, everyone was just starting a prop firm, bro. Everyone's starting a prop firm, like influencers and this and that. And it's like, it's actually a lot more complicated than people realize. And if you're not used to doing complex stuff in financial markets. You can really sort of screw it up. And that's when you had all these companies like end up going bankrupt or going insolvent and whatever. People say like rug pulling, but a lot of it was just mismanagement. Whereas these guys know what they're doing, and it sort of proves it. And shout out to Ben as well, because Ben's the guy who kind of does the future side of things.
Oh, I'd love to meet him.
Yeah. No, you will do for sure. And he was sort of tasked with just making the best futures prop firm. That's all the guys said. They were like, want us to get into futures, and our strategy is this. Just make it better than all the others.
Yeah,
And
literally.
Ben just did it.
And without scamming, none of that.
Yeah. This is
no declining payouts like Apex does.
Yeah.
It's real stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I think because of that, Alpha Futures is it's got a really good reputation now. I know it's grown like crazy. Like people are saying we're actually sort of the biggest out there now, which is wild because it's only been like over a year, right?
Yeah.
Insane. So again, shout out to Ben and the guys out there crushing it. But people can smell a rat. That's the point. Like you don't get to that stage by scamming people.
Yeah.
And being dishonest in this game, and I think generally in life, right? It's a very short-sighted thing. You know, you can make a lot of money for a very, very short period of time by scamming people.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as people cotton onto it, it's gone. Whereas if you can do a legitimate business and people actually can see that you're trustworthy, you can actually have a sustained business. And I think especially in anything to do with finance and stuff like that, it makes a massive, massive difference to just be as legit as possible and as reputable as possible. And, you know, that's kind of what Alpha's really focused on is hey, our business model is we can just be the best prop firm out there, the best futures firm out there, then people will come, right?
Long term, it's always going to play out.
Yeah. So, no, it's been going super, super well.
I'm glad to hear that.
You said you got a Discord and everything like that. Like, what does the future look like for you? Like, you know, you're obviously successful trading, but are you going to focus more on, like, I guess, community and education, or are you going to start that marble business? Like, what's the 5-year plan, man?
Wow. Well, I actually haven't spoken publicly about this, but in the future, I would really like to open up a trading hedge fund, like a futures trading hedge fund. That's my end goal in everything. Like all my education, Discord, it's all free.
Yeah.
Like people can watch me trade live. People can be part of the community. I hop on one-on-one calls with people for free. Like literally, I just want to help people as much as possible.
That's incredible.
Growing myself as a reputable person, not to then sell a course, but to hopefully in the future build up that rep and like open up a futures trading like whole
proper
investment fund. Yeah,
that's so cool. That's amazing. Well, you can definitely do it for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I believe in it.
Yeah,
hopefully
that's gonna be cool. And the thing is, like with that side of things, it gives you. You know a lot of good traders as well, right? Yeah. So having, I guess like you said with your original business about having connections and networks and stuff, if you know lots of amazing traders and stuff like that in the business, then, you know, you can start a fund and you know, you've already got traders that can do some trading and work for you and all this stuff, man. So everything's in place, right?
Everything's in place. I mean, hopefully no one steals this idea, but
yeah, that's it.
Well, I wouldn't even care, like bring on the competition, you know what I mean? Like I think,
well, I mean, you know, you got competition already from like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan.
they're insider trading. You can't be insider trading, but
exactly.
But you can be risk to reward. You can be returns when we're not doing 70% a year. We're doing 700, 7,000. Like, you know what I mean? You put a bunch of traders, all the like the most profitable traders in a room. You give them live accounts, dude, in a year, they'll probably 2 to 3 exit.
Yeah.
Right? Well, imagine that on huge scales.
Completely. Well, that's why we started Alpha Prime, right? Is that we find the best traders, give them live capital to trade with, and some of the stuff that people are doing is pretty crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's stuff that, like you say, a lot of people in the general finance space would look at it and say, how is that even possible to be making those types of returns? But it's possible, man. Crushing it.
It is.
Yeah.
And the stats don't lie.
No, this is it. Completely. All right. Ido, thank you so much for coming down and having a chat.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing your story. And I just think onwards and upwards, man. Like your life looks like it's on a fantastic trajectory.
Hopefully, man.
And if I need any marble, I know where to come to.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. If you liked it and you want to see a more amazing podcast, subscribe and leave a like, and we will see you guys in the next one.